That's good. All right. Raphael, give us an update, man. The last time we saw you fight was back in November. What have you been up to since then?
I've been training. I'm kind of taking some time for myself, and I guess negotiating the next fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. So let's talk about what fight makes sense to you. I mean, first of all, I guess the top of the division, the champion. You guys have a history. I'm sure you wanted a third fight. He's going down the flyweight. Are you supportive of that? I mean, do you understand the need to make that fight?
I'm not. I'm not a supporter of that fight at all. I think he needs to take care of his own division for right now. There's plenty of fights to make happen. Myself included, being the trilogy. I mean, the first fight was a while back. We both progressed. I had a long injury. Then he beat me on my comeback, and since then I think I've improved and I've put a little bit of a win streak together. Thankfully, I think we need to do it. We need to, maybe I gotta start talking more or whatever, or tell the boss that hey, that's the fight I have. But at the end of the day, Dana White makes the final call, and and the Cody kid it's in the way as well, so it's kind of complicated things.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, how do you see things playing out right now? You got Dominic, that's obviously still always around. You got Cody. I mean, where do you see
fight any of
something
those guys. I mean, I'm ready to fight the number 1 and number 2 guy if I'm not getting the champion right off the bat. I'm willing to fight I want to fight the number 1 or 2 guys. I'm number 3, right? So it all makes sense. I've been fighting backwards in my rankings for a while. So I'm gonna campaign as much as I can for the number 1 or 2.
Is it frustrating for you? I mean, you said maybe I have to talk more. I mean, you as a person, it's not really who you are. You've always been kind of quiet, reserved, and you just want to fight. I mean, do you embrace it that's really that you have to talk, or do you hate it?
I enjoy myself sometimes the way I am. I mean, but sometimes it is a little frustrating. But I don't let it get over my head. It is what it is. I mean, it's gonna happen one day. I feel good. I've been, I learned how to take my time and kind of even in training. Like I don't train like a 18-year-old kid anymore, like going crazy. So I really watch my regimen, my training regimen, my mind great. I still have those moments where I feel like I'm a kid, those 18-year-olds. Like I go to the college and wrestle, and I go at it with those guys. I still love it.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem waiting, and it's gonna happen. I mean, it's funny because I tweeted the other day about they're not calling me out. I never seen Cruz calling me out or Cody calling me out, and they know I'm right there. I guess they've got different plans, perhaps.
Yeah, you think those are the two names that make the most sense for you right now? I mean, it's got to be one of those. So when would you like to fight again? I mean, you said you were taking a few months to yourself. I mean, but you've been training. So when would you like to fight again?
Well, I'm hoping for a late spring, early summer. Hopefully. So hopefully we'll put the deal together, the fight deal together. I'm renegotiating my contract too, so it's kind of all in one package. The fight and the new deal and stuff, and it's gonna work out.
Any desire to go down and do it in Brazil, or does it matter to you?
It doesn't matter, man. I love going home, but for me, I mean, it costs a little bit more to go home, but out of when it's out of planning, because I have to plan a couple of months ahead, because at that point, then I gotta go to Recife, which is my home city, and then the wife's gotta come along, so it's a little bit more of a process than just going to Virginia or you know what I'm saying. But yeah.
So if we hit in the summer and we still don't have that number 1, number 2 guy and that fight lined up, are you gonna look at maybe fighting a guy ranked a little bit lower, or is it this point in your career you just want those big fights? Well,
and at that point, then that's when it becomes a little bit frustrating there. But I think as of right now, I have a little bit of leverage. Being a consistent guy, like I don't brag whatever I am, but I think I've been, I showed that, what my career is all about, with respect, always being a professional, so I can kind of step my foot down a little bit, and hey, that's not what we want right now, so it's been cool.
So what would be different in the third fight with TJ?
Oh, it's gonna be a lot different, man. Yeah. I mean, I know this guy's game. I mean, he's super, kind of, he's talented, right? Super talented, like a super athlete. But I think I got his number. I'm experienced enough to where I've seen it all. I mean, what is he gonna left high kick, southpaw? I mean, I think at this point, I think I've seen it all. You know.
What if you get a fight, Cody?
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing.
Yes, and I'm still adding stuff to my game. Even with my experience, meaning I haven't plateaued. Look, I'm a very sincere guy, even to myself. I'm like, hey, if I feel I'm not learning, I'm progressing, then but I learn every day. I go to the gym and every day I'm picking up little things, and my game is still evolving. Thank God.
Their styles are pretty similar, right? I mean, it looks like when we saw them obviously fight, it seemed like it was like two mirror guys out there.
Who's that?
When Cody and TJ fought, I mean, it seemed like they were very similar styles. Do you
I don't
see it
think
that
so.
way?
No, I don't think it's similar style. Yeah, if I'm gonna break it down, like so let's say if I break down me and TJ, I think as a physical standpoint, TJ has a little bit longer legs, so his legs a little more agile, and I've got the upper body straight. I always look at where the physical aspects and the overall game, the game aspect of the martial art. So if you break it down, I mean, my mind is constantly, even when I'm home, I'm breaking down guys. Hey, well, what are the physical attributes? What are this guy good at? What is Cody's? Cody's a taller 135 guy, cuts a lot of weight, got a heavy right hand, right? Doesn't kick much, and I'm sure he's getting better. But so I look at all those attributes, and then I calculate how I can apply into the styles for myself to beat those guys. Yeah. It makes sense. Don't tell me to break down a style, man. It's gonna take me an hour and a half because I'm like calculating.
Appreciate